Hey guys, it's Casey and welcome back to my channel. Today is a Wednesday, so it is the third installment in the Influence in Black series. I hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. Today's video is going to be all about makeup, and I'm going to be doing a full makeup tutorial using only Black owned brands. The only thing that I was missing was basically brushes and a eyeliner. Those were the only two things I was missing, so I didn't even include it in the video. However, everything else is 100% Black owned, and I'm really excited to show you guys this look. I did do a voiceover. So before we begin, you already know what to do. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload a new video. And let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we are going to do is do our brows. Clearly, I'm really excited about this video, and I'm going to be using the Mented Highbrow Precision Pencil in medium brown. This is a new brow pencil to me, and I want to say I absolutely love it. It's nice and small, so you can really create the illusion of brow hairs. So it's perfect if you have kind of sparse brows like myself. I think this pencil is absolutely amazing, and honestly, it might be my new go-to brow pencil. And it's Black owned, so hello. Now we're going in with the Juvias Place The Nudes palette. I decided to use Juvias Place for eyeshadow for this video because they have so many eyeshadow palettes that pretty much anyone will be satisfied with, and they are super affordable. So I am just starting with this like kind of caramel color, and I'm blending it on the outer corners. I wasn't too sure what kind of look I want to do, but as I kept going, I realized I wanted to do something very sexy, nude, and like glowy. So then I went into the Chocolates palette because I felt like we needed a little bit more definition and make this a little bit more smoky. So I'm going in with this really dark matte brown shade, and I'm focusing that on the outer corners as well. And then I'm just going to blend the two shadows together so that way we have a nice smooth transition. Next, I'm going to take this really pretty champagne shimmer color, and I'm going to focus that on the center of the lid. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the more deeper brown shimmer shadow in the Chocolates palette, and I'm going to pretty much blend that matte shadow with the shimmer shadow because I felt like it was too harsh and needed a little bit more of a gradient effect, and I really like the way it looks. And then I took this color. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I wish you guys can see it in person if you don't have it. It has the smallest amount of glitter in it, and it just reflects beautifully in the light, so I focused that in the inner corner. Now I'm taking the JlaRue Cosmetics Pigment and Lemonade. This is absolutely beautiful as well, so I'm just gonna focus this all over the eye just to give a little bit of an extra pop of shimmer. And then for mascara, I really didn't have anything specifically like Black owned. I feel like Fenty Beauty was the closest because we know that their parent company is not Black owned, but then it's like Rihanna's at the same time, so I just wanted to use like one Fenty product, so I used their mascara. And then for lashes, we're using Big Chop Beauty Daylight Lashes. Now Big Chop Beauty, they sell mainly clip-ins and wigs and things like that, but they also have lashes, and they are really good because the band is not super thick. It's easy to navigate, and honestly, if you're new at lashes, you would be able to put these on with no problem. Moving on to skin, I didn't have a primer per se, but I decided to use the Danessa Myricks Illuminating Veils in Radiance and in Goddess as my primer. Now, one of them was a little bit lighter than the other, so I focused the lighter color in the center of my face and then the darker color around the perimeter. Now, these are really pretty if you are looking for that glowy effect, and it sits underneath foundation beautifully. So I was like, this can work, and I honestly think I might do this from now on because I prefer this than like a mattifying primer. I like to look more dewy. So for foundation, I decided to use the AJ Crimson foundations. I used the shade number 3 as my actual foundation color, the shade 1.3 as my highlight color, and then you guys will see I used the shade 4 as my contour color. Now, I've used these on all my clients, but I've never used them on myself, and when I tell you, it just changed my life. I don't understand why I never put them on myself. It looks so beautiful on the skin. It's going to give you full coverage for sure, but it's also going to give you that dewy, glowy finish. I thought it was perfect. I'm actually going to be buying them permanently for myself. So my new thing is I don't like to put just foundation first and then concealer then contour because I feel like I'm using a lot more product that way. So what I actually do is I apply all of it at the same time, so you're using less product. Obviously you're saving money because you're not using all your product at one time, and I feel like the finish just looks way better. And I noticed I messed up. I actually used shade 4.5 as my contour color. So AJ Crimson being a black owned foundation, you'll honestly find the color for you. You really will. And you can mix for sure. You can get a palette like what I have and just mix the colors, or you know, you might find your perfect match. Moving on to powder, I'm going to use the Beauty Bakerie Flower Setting Powder in the color Yellow. I'm not going to be baking or anything like that. I'm just going to lightly press this in. I really just wanted this look to look like skin. And I feel like I accomplished that without doing all the baking and all the extra stuff. So the outcome was absolutely stunning. Now this powder is amazing. This is my second one. I highly recommend it. It's not new to me at all. If you guys are looking for a powder, try out the Beauty Bakerie one. Now for contour, I'm using the Juvias Saharan palette. Am I pronouncing it correctly? In the shade Yara. And I'm going to use that as my contour slash bronzer shade. It looks great. I love it. It's not too dark. It's not too orange. It's not too red. It is honestly perfect for a bronzer for me. And if you're a little bit lighter, you can definitely use it as a blush. Now I'm just going to finish off my eyes, and I'm pretty much going to do the same thing I did at the top, starting with the darker shade and then blending it out. And then what I'm going to do for a little razzle dazzle, I'm going to take the JlaRue Cosmetics white gold pigment, the most beautiful pigment in the world, and I'm just going to pop that in the inner corner. Oh, it looks so good. Honestly, guys, this is probably one of my favorite looks in a long time. Now for blush, I'm going to use the Mented Peach for the Stars blush. I love peach blushes on women of color. If you are a woman of color watching this, definitely make sure you have a peach or orange blush in your collection. It looks absolutely stunning on us, okay? First time using this blush, and I thought it was amazing. The pigment was truly there, and it sat on my skin great. So I loved it. Now for highlighter, I'm going to use the Danessa Myricks Enlight powder in the shade Confidence, but I'm going to mix it with the Halo powder in Sun. So this is going to give me the most obnoxious glow, see me from Mars kind of glow, okay? And that's what I was going for. That is what I was going for. Danessa Myricks has some of the best highlighters ever, and they have a bunch of different shades, so definitely check them out. And we're just putting that in all the areas that I typically highlight in. Now moving on to lips. I didn't have a lip liner, I'm sorry, so I just skipped that, but I'm going to use the Duchess Cosmetics lipstick in I Do. And when I first put it on, I was like, this is too pink for this look. I wasn't complimenting it nicely, so then I ended up switching lipsticks and putting on the lip bar in Man Eater, and I just placed it on top, and it just gave me a little bit more of a nudie effect and not so pink. And then I was like, you know what, I don't want matte lips, I want juicy glossy lips. So I took the Mented lip gloss in Pink About Me and put that on top. And that completes this look. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite looks ever. I thought my skin looked great. I thought the overall finish of it was great. And it's 100% black owned, so I'm here for it. So you guys already know I'm going to link everything in the description box. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Check out the other videos in the Influence in Black series. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's about fashion, so be there.